Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm extremely excited to bring you the first Buick here in the United States to feature the new Buick Tri-Shield logo, as well as a new design language based on the Buick Wildcat EV concept. So yes, that's right. Today I have the refreshed 2024 Encore GX, and this one just so happens to be the preferred or the entry-level trim level in the Encore GX lineup. They consolidated it down to the preferred, the sport touring, as well as the top-of-the-line Avenir for 2024. And that doesn't mean the preferred trim level is skimping out on any features and options. This one does have one additional option package, which just barely pushes it over that $30,000 mark, including destination. But I really do think the Encore GX, with its updated styling, some of the new infotainment system on the inside, and all the updates they did for 2024 make it a very compelling purchase in the subcompact SUV space. So without further ado, let's not waste any more time. See what the 2024 Encore GX Preferred has to offer for just over $30,000. So the vehicle in front of us is finished in the ocean blue metallic exterior with the ebony cloth and leatherette seating surfaces on the inside. Now this color is an extra cost option for about $495, so do keep that in mind. However, it is a very nice color, especially here in the sunlight with all of the metallic flake in the paint. Now up front, I will say, based on the pictures I've seen from the Buick lineup so far, a lot of their SUVs are going to be starting using the same design language in the front, which means they may be a little bit harder to distinguish which one's which, at least from a quick glance going forward. But nonetheless, I do think this design language does look very nice. Now up front of every Encore GX, you're going to find full LED lighting, which means LED projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signals in that upper portion right there. Of course, one of the nice features is the new Buick 3 Crest logo with all of their colors inside. Really gives it a nice premium look in my opinion, and glad Buick finally updated their logo. Across the grille, you're going to find a lot of nice chrome and gloss black accents around the headlights, the middle section of the grille, and then down below you have some more matte black plastic as well as the darker gray metallic finish as well. Really do like the new design, and I think it works really well, especially with this new exterior color. Now along the side of the vehicle, you're going to find the traditional black plastic cladding around the wheel arches, the lower door sections, and around the rear bumper as well. Coming to the wheels and tires, these are the standard preferred wheel options. They're 18-inch in size, wrapped in 225, 55, 18-inch Hankook Kinergy GT all-season tires. So a pretty standard issue all-season at that. Coming up to the mirrors, you will get body color accented mirrors, no turn signal integration or anything like that. They are going to be heated, however, and do have blind spot detection, which is very nice. Along the side of the vehicle, you will notice the chrome accented door handle pulls, as well as the window trim on the upper portion. There is proximity entry on all 4 door handles, which is very nice. Something you don't traditionally see on the Chevy side of things, but I think that is more common on the GMC and Buick, which is nice if you need to access something very quickly out of the rear doors and the vehicle is locked. Coming to the back of the Encore GX, now unfortunately the LED lighting does not continue out back, so this is full incandescent lighting with your brake light, turn signal, and reverse light a little bit lower on the rear bumper. You see more of that kind of satin or matte gray trim in the back to match the lower portion of the front bumper. There's the all-wheel drive badge because this one is all-wheel drive. There's the new Buick logo as well on the middle of the trunk lid. And as a whole, like I said, I really do think this looks extremely nice. I actually really prefer the amber turn signals and the taillight assembly over that of, say, a red or a clear tail lamp. I just think the pop of color, especially with the blue on this vehicle, makes it look just a little bit nice. But as a whole, pretty nice looking exterior. You do get the new Buick logos on the center caps as well. No roof rails or sunroof on this particular model or vehicle, but I'm sure that is available on some of the upper trim levels. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker really quick so you guys know exactly how this one is equipped, and then we'll dive onto the inside. So taking a quick look at the window sticker really quick, this is the GX Preferred all-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is an additional option on the Encore GX lineup. This one has the 1.3-liter turbo 3-cylinder, which is the larger engine, and it has one main option package over that of the standard equipment, and that is the Comfort package for $1,295. Includes a lot of nice equipment, especially the heated seats and the heated steering wheel, along with the power driver's seat. Nonetheless, the ocean blue metallic is an additional charge, like I mentioned, and this one does have the floor mats all weather, which is a dealer installed accessory, for a total MSRP of $30,860, including destination. So taking a look on the interior of the Encore GX, you will find many updates, especially to the driver instrument cluster, gauge cluster, and dashboard design as a whole, much like that of some of the other recent GM products. But starting out here on the door panel, it's going to be mostly black, but there are some soft touch accents on this upper portion right here, as well as the center armrest is going to be the leatherette or leather material with the lighter accent stitch. Power windows, mirrors, and locks with automatic driver window. Chrome door handle pull and a good amount of storage in the lower door panel. You can see that is quite large and has a good cutout for a bottle if you need to store something like that inside. Coming to the driver's seat, there is your power driver's seat with two-way power lumbar as part of that comfort package. And these are the standard seats with the leatherette on the outside and the cloth inserts in the middle, and then lighter accent stitching throughout. That continues up on the headrests, which are the leatherette material as well. So immediately inside the vehicle, you're going to be greeted to the new digital cockpit and dashboard layout, which does look quite stunning and looks very high-end for a vehicle in this class and segment. This is made up of two physical screens under one large display. So in front of the driver, you're going to find the digital gauge cluster, which is 8-inch in size, very similar to that one found in the Chevy Trax, the GMC Canyon, and the Chevy Colorado. You can control it here on the right side of the steering wheel, and holding down the center button for a few seconds and letting go does bring up a separate options menu where you can change the exact layout of the cluster. They give you a few different ones to choose from and bring up more vehicle information, which is very nice. One thing I will say immediately stepping inside the vehicle for the first time is that these screens look very dim, especially here in broad daylight. And I think that has somewhat to do with the color scheme that they're using for the Buick vehicles. You can see it is more of a brownish gray color. It is a little bit dark, and I think that's just why it's not contrasting as well against the white letters, is because the actual graphics and the colors they choose are a little bit on the dark side. Hopefully you can brighten it up eventually, or maybe they'll release an update. But nonetheless, moving to the steering wheel, it is a nice leather wrap design with the white accent stitching. It is going to be heated due to that comfort package. Standard cruise control, adaptive cruise control is available as part of an additional option package. Forward collision avoidance assist is standard, however, and there are 3 different gap adjustments you can choose from, which are very handy. And on the right side, like I said, you have some of your multimedia, audio controls, voice commands, and on the back there are paddles to control the volume and tune for the infotainment. Automatic high beam assist is standard on the left side, regular wiper stock here on the right side. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your headlight controls. They are automatic, as well as your gauge dimming. I made sure to turn this all the way up just in case the screens were dimmed, and they do not appear to be. But across the dashboard, you will find more of that leather accent material, some nice silver brightwork around the vents. It does have a nice soft texture to it, which gives it a little bit more of a premium feel. But nonetheless, coming to the infotainment system, this is the 11-inch screen. Again, very similar to that of other recently updated GM vehicles. It does not have Google integration, so very similar to that of the Chevy Trax. You do have wireless Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay, built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth connections as well. And overall, I think it is a very nice system. It's very similar to that one found in the Trax, like I mentioned. So if you want to know a little bit more about this infotainment, make sure to check out that video. Other than the actual layout and the design and the UI, it's basically going to be the exact same system with all the same functionality. Below that, you'll find your 2 AC vents for the center, some more silver brightwork, single zone manual climate control. That's the only thing that I found so far in this particular trim, where it would be nice to have the automatic single zone climate. But you do have the heated front seats, like I mentioned, as part of the comfort package, USB-A and USB-C inputs, 12-volt outlet. You do have a good storage space down here, and I believe this is where your wireless charging would be if you do option it on a higher trim level. Engine stop start off, all-wheel drive button, so you can select that manually, engage all-wheel drive, lane keeping assist, as well as traction control off. There's your shifter for the 9-speed automatic, electronic parking brake, and a lot, I should say not a lot, but a good amount of gloss black plastic around the shifter and the cup holders itself. Not overkill, but it would be nice to see that limited, which I think overall the interior did do a good job of limiting. This is your proximity key fob. It does have remote start built in due to that package. And it is a very compact proximity key fob, which is very handy, as certain key fobs are definitely growing in size as of late. Behind that, you'll find a little bit more additional storage space, good size for an additional bottle or other items you may have. Nicely padded center armrest. Inside, you will find the little insert that does pop out and more interior cargo capacity. Not a huge center console, but usable nonetheless. And up top, you'll find your medium gray headliner. You do have vanity illumination, manual dimming interior rear view mirror, OnStar passenger airbag sensor indicator, and there is your incandescent overhead lighting controls, as this vehicle does not have a sunroof. But yeah, that's a look at the front seat. Very nice updates as far as the technology and some of the other features go. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back seat of the Encore GX, see how much space and features are out back. And as far as the rear seat goes, most of the materials for the door panels will follow through. You do have the hard touch plastics up top, but you still have the soft touch padded armrest with the accent stitching, which is very nice for rear seat occupants. Good amount of storage in the lower door panel. All of these seating surfaces will follow through. Stepping inside, the step-in height is very easy just due to the design of this vehicle. There's a look at the front dashboard. And for rear seat occupants, unfortunately, this vehicle does not have rear seat AC vents. It does have the mat pocket on the driver's seat, and the passenger seat does fold flat to carry items up to about 8.5 feet long diagonally inside this vehicle. I will demonstrate that here in a minute, but you do have USB-A and USB-C charge ports in the lower section right there, as well as a little additional cubby for your smartphone or something to that nature. Seats do fold down 60-40 split. They do not recline, unfortunately, but you do get the rear center armrest with 2 cup holders as part of that package, which is very handy. But as a whole, that is pretty much it as far as the rear seat goes. Not too many amenities, but a good usable size. I would say the seat is just a little bit farther back than I would normally keep it, but I still have plenty of foot room, good amount of leg room. I would say overall headroom space is a good 2 to 3 inches as well. Very similar to that of the Chevy Trailblazer, which this vehicle is based upon. So let's go ahead and take a look at the cargo capacity. You're not going to find a power trunk lid on this particular trim, but you will get that on some of the higher trims. You do have an integrated cargo privacy cover that is carpeted. You can take this out if you want. On the left, you do have a integrated light little storage cubby. On the right, you'll have a slightly deeper storage cubby. And beneath the hard cargo floor, this is a dual level floor, so if you want to put it down, simply pull it and push it back, and that gives you just a couple more inches of height between it and the cargo cover. But you do have an integrated spare tire down there and a good amount of integrated storage space as well, including your roadside jack and everything like that. So I really do like the dual level floor. I have that on my personal vehicle and do use it quite often. And as a whole, a good amount of storage and cargo capacity for a vehicle of this size. Now, wrapping it up here on the passenger front seat, all the materials on the door are going to be the same as the driver. And you're only going to have a 4-way manual passenger seat, but that is okay in my opinion for a vehicle of this price point. And there's a look at the dashboard with all the soft leather materials and that unique accent pattern that runs across the entire dashboard. Glove box is going to be damped, but does not have any illumination inside. And to demonstrate the fold flat seat, simply push the seat far enough back so it doesn't hit the dashboard. Pull the lever on the side and you can see the seat does fold flat, just like the pre-refresh versions, the Chevy Trailblazer, everything like that, to where you can fit items up to about 8.5 feet long diagonally, with the rear seats folded down as well. So that's a nice handy feature if you do need to haul something pretty narrow but long inside of this vehicle, is that it can accommodate that. So let's go ahead and take a look under the hood, see what powers this vehicle, and then we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. Now, under the hood of this particular vehicle, you're going to find the slightly larger 1.3 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine option for the Encore GX lineup. This puts out 155 horsepower and 174 pound-feet of torque, either through the front wheels only or all 4 wheels if you do option all-wheel drive. Now, this is going to be paired to a 9-speed torque-converted automatic, which is a very familiar setup. Pretty much the same engine choices between the base engine and this upgraded 1.3 from that of the pre-refresh Encore GX and the Chevy Trailblazer, as they do ride on the same platform. So no real changes as far as the powertrain goes, but I would say adequate numbers. So that's going to do it for this video on the refreshed 2024 Buick Encore GX in its base preferred trim level with the additional comfort package. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and found something helpful. If you did, make sure to hit that like button below. It really helps out the channel in these videos. Subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed, and make sure to stay tuned and check out some other additional content I have on the new 2024 GM products. They have many refreshed or all new products come out for this model year, as does Hyundai, which I frequently cover on this channel. So it's definitely going to be a busy season for me creating content. But as a whole, I think the Encore GX and the changes that they made for 2024 definitely keep this vehicle competitive in the subcompact space. So as far as my quick opinions and thoughts on this vehicle as equipped, I really do like the way it's packaged. The comfort package, I would say, is a nice option for the additional $1,200 that it comes with. Heated front seats, heated steering wheel, and a couple of the nicer interior materials such as the rear armrest and the mat pockets on the front seats are just nice additions to have. And as a whole, I'd say the equipment and the value ratio is a good option to add if you're looking at the preferred. But nonetheless, I think the standard equipment is very competitive with the 8-inch digital cluster, the 11-inch infotainment system, and some of the other amenities such as proximity key, the LED projector headlights, and a few other items are very class competitive. But of course, if you do want additional option packages and features, you can get the Sport Touring, which is the middle trim. It offers a different design language on the outside. And then there is the top Avenir trim, which is the most luxurious Encore GX you can have. Has some exclusive options and features on the Avenir, and of course has a unique design language as well inside and out. So it is nice to see the Buick has different trim levels and price points for everyone. Now I'm curious to hear your thoughts down in the comment section below, so make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of the front end. Do you like the Wildcat EV based front end? Definitely reminds me of some sort of aquatic shark maybe front end design language, but I think it is very good, and I actually like it a little bit better than that of the pre-refresh Encore GX. So I would say it's a win-win. New design language, updated features in the front in terms of the LED lighting, and as a whole, I really don't think you can go wrong buying one of these vehicles around the $30,000 price point. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Are you team Encore GX or are you team Chevy Trailblazer? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Hopefully you guys enjoy as always, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.